We had a removable boarding ladder for many years. It attached to the portside Genoa track via 2 mounting brackets. It worked fine when we were at anchor. But if we left it mounted on the Genoa track when sailing, it interfered with the Genoa car and sometimes fouled our Genoa sheets. So we usually removed it, rendering it useless in an emergency. This new ladder will be permanently mounted and always ready for use. I think I'm going to be very pleased with this new ladder. But we'll have to go down and see how the installation goes. After an initial test fit, it was obvious that we were going to have to make some standoff blocks in order to mount the ladder. I've finished cutting out and sanding these standoff pieces. It looks like we've got a pretty good fit here. I'm pretty pleased with these. It looks to me like they're going to do the job quite nicely. Time to take them down to the boat and see if they're going to do what I hope they will. Trying to figure out positioning for the new boarding ladder, thinking that having it just outboard of the boom gallows gives you something nice and strong to grab a hold of as you're coming up and down the ladder. Well, thinking this location looks pretty good, at least from up on deck here. And from out here on the dock side, I think it's looking pretty good too. Be able to come up, use the boom gallows bracket for a little help getting aboard. Yeah, overall, I think I'm pretty happy with this location. I went below to check the ladder mounting location from the inside. I removed the quarter berth headliner to gain access to the bulwarks. Crawling in and out of the quarter berth head first is something my old bones find a bit challenging. I've learned the hard way. It's always best to get inside and double check where the fasteners are going to come through at. Make sure you can get to them. In this case, the fasteners are going to come up on either side of the boom gallows bracket here. And looks like I've got reasonably good access. I do have a couple of these longer screws coming through. These are the fasteners for, whoops, can't see that, can you? These are the fasteners for the rub rail. And they do protrude in a bit further than I would like, but hopefully I can work around that. I guess in a worst case scenario, I'll take them out. But, anyway, it looks like got reasonable access inside here. I temporarily taped the standoff pieces to the mounting brackets and drilled the mounting holes. With the mounting holes drilled, it was time to remove the clamps and unwrap the tape that held the standoff pieces to the mounting bracket. After removing the tape, I wiped down all of the mounting surfaces with acetone. Fortunately, I have another tube here. Yes. It was time for some bedding compound. I found I had an open tube of 3M 4000 in white, which was perfect for this particular installation. Do this knowing that it's also going to end up getting all over the fastener, but carefully.
I reattached the standoff blocks to the mounting brackets, making sure that the tape did not wrap under the bottom of the brackets.
Or under the filler, I should say. Fight with me. Let's see over here. In particular order. Now, put the clamp back on.
After putting the mounting bolts in place, I went back down and climbed into the quarter berth head first on my back again so I could install the backing plates and nuts. I used vice grips on the inside to hold the nuts while I tightened the screws from the outside.
Alright, that looks good. We have to build a little bit of a standoff so that we end up with the ladder at an angle. I don't want it to be able to swing in against the hull. That would make finding it awkward. So I built some wedges that are fitting back here just to hold it out more or less vertical, maybe even angled out just a little bit. I think this is going to work out quite nicely. Tie this off. All right, clean up a little bit of excess caulk and take this off the to-do list. I've got the overhead panel back up here in the quarter berth. So the last step is to get the cover over this terminal block. That's the terminal block that has the connection for this light fixture, and then it tees off and goes into the engine room for the engine room light fixture. All right, well, that's a relief. Now all I gotta do is just crawl back out of here. Well, I've fabricated some standoff blocks at home in the shop that I think are going to do the job quite nicely. And I've got them drilled and countersunk, pretty much ready to bolt on, and I think I've chosen my fastener of liking. So I guess we'll go up and do a little bit of fitting onto the rub rail. bungs are in. We'll let things dry overnight and clip the tops of those off. Going to work out really well. I'm very pleased. Well, the ladder installation is complete. I'm pretty pleased with how this has come out. But what I think I need to create is some sort of a release. I'm not sure what, maybe in place of this Velcro, but something with a line that I can hang overboard so that if I did go overboard and manage to get back to the boat, I'd be able to pull it from in the water to release the ladder and get the ladder to drop down. And I think that's something I'm going to have to work out. But the ladder installation itself is complete.